We are here on the Carnival Miracle, and I thought I'd give everybody a tour of several of the decks, starting from the very front over here, going all the way back. I'm going to explain to you the second floor, which is the promenade deck, and I'll let my son explain to you the other floors. So let's start here. This is the second floor again, the promenade deck. As I go around here and give you a tour, here are some elevators that are going to go.
For drill only and for crew only, first stage response, main laundry, main vertical zone number 5, deck chassis, alpha code. Once again, for drill only and for crew only, first stage response, main laundry, main vertical zone number 5, deck chassis, alpha code.
Okay. Starting at the front of the ship, you've got the Phantom Theater and the Mad Hatter's Ball. In the Phantom Theater, this is where most of the shows that are free on board are held. So it's pretty nice. Now going back out, there was something also called a Mad Hatter's Ball. And let's go inside and take a look at what that's all about. Oh, it actually goes down. Oh, this is where they hold the comedy events. That's right, I remember this. This is where they hold all the comedy events, and that's the stage right over there. Okay, now let's go back upstairs, back to the promenade deck so I can show you what's out there. Yeah, there's a little Alice in Wonderland theme going on. So again, this is the front of the ship on the second floor promenade deck, and we're going to work our way from the front to the back. Here's the entrance to what's coming up. The Joker is usually some kind of a private gaming room with things like cards and Battleship, and they were holding some private events where they had a sign that said private event, and several people had this for a meeting room. But this is where some people kind of get together and play some games here. Upon passing that, this is a coffee bar. Now this is not a free coffee bar. You'll have to pay about a couple of bucks for a cappuccino, a latte, or an espresso. Right now, these are people that are waiting here in this lounging area to get off. Okay. And looking to the right, you have the Red Frog Pub. There you go. Several places to lounge also. If it's too full inside the Red Frog Pub, you can come out here, sit yourself down and watch the game or whatever they're showing here. There's also the Skybox Sports Bar, which is right next to the Red Frog Pub. And when you come in here, again, nothing really much going on. It's nothing more but Nothing much here, just okay. Now, I believe they do allow smoking here on some parts of the, I don't know how that works, but I believe there's some parts here that they do allow smoking. What's kind of nice here also is that they've got this little sushi bar that they have set up. Now, they've covered the sign, but this is not free. Just FYI, they had shrimp, salmon, spicy tuna rolls. The rolls cost around $5, and the nigiri sushis, which was shrimp, salmon, I believe they had mahi-mahi. Those were about $1.50. Okay. All right, moving on. Every Carnival ship has some kind of a desk to talk about future cruises. Book something over here. You get like, you used to be able to get a discount on a future Carnival cruise. Now you get a $50 credit.
Did you buy one? No, I have to have one too.
And there's a little internet station over here. Now we're going to enter into the casino. I actually won a couple hundred on this cruise, but here's a crane machine. Everybody was raving over this over here, and it costs you about $1 per try. You can go, and there were 3 choices. You can either charge $1 for one try, $5 for another try, I don't know if you can read that, or $10 for 10 tries. I actually won, which is because this machine is very possible. That crane is very loose, but people were going crazy because people actually were winning. By the time at the end of the day you come here, these stacks of $100, the stacks of hundreds, which is just $100, all $1 bills. You know what I mean. $101 bills, all wrapped up in a stack. I actually used my winnings to go help pay. Okay, so here's the casino. You got various slot machines. There's a bar right over here. Here's a part where you can actually smoke. Now, back there, if you can see the sign that says Texas Hold'em, play here. That's where you could play a Texas Hold'em tournament, and the entry I believe is $150. I did play. I'm sorry, $150 to enter. $50 goes to the house for each player, and whatever's left over is the winnings. So there were 7 players. $50 times 7, $350 went to the house, and $100 times 7, $700 went to the winner. When you win first and second place, first place obviously gets $700. The second place winner doesn't get anything, but both first and second place winners get an entry into some kind of a $125,000 tournament for next year August's cruise. I kind of like entice you. Here's another one of those games. Like they said,
Attention please, for drinks only. The staging area will be outside the medical center. I repeat, the staging area outside the medical center.
Okay, whatever that was, but again, people were going crazy for these. Now, people were actually winning. There's a whole bunch of $100 stacks. There's a $250 stack, and there's one $500 stack that's somewhere buried in here. Some people actually won the $500 stack. But okay, we're coming towards the end of the casino area into, there's a Metropolis lobby. It's nothing more than just a waiting area. Kind of sit down, relax, at night, these places were filled with photographers for your photo op. If you're wondering, this is around the time, this is Disembarkation Day, so people are waiting for their numbers to be called. Here is the main atrium area. Good look up there. You got guest services there in the distance. Your main atrium bar. You got your glass elevators. Very common in a Carnival cruise to have an atrium, glass elevators, guest services, and an atrium bar. There's also short excursions on the other side of there. Moving on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time now calling numbers 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. That's now numbers 1 to 22 can proceed to the gangway, and this time that will
just FYI, going back.
Numbers 1 to 22. Once again, we ask you to please proceed all the way to the front of the ship, utilising the forward staircases and elevators by the Phantom Theatre. Thanks, everybody.
You can see part of the third floor. Now, the third floor here near the atrium area is where they keep all the photographs that they tell you they take of you on board. And we'll get over there too. That also has all the shopping areas. Here's the Bacchus dining room and Dr. Frankenstein's lab. We'll go see over here. Some restaurants here. And one of the things they didn't tell you on that sign is that here's where the alchemy bar is. And with a little stage and hold some live entertainment, not soft music. Right next to the, and here's some waiting area. Right next to the alchemy bar is the Ariadne room. I don't know if we can open this up. No, we can't. And it's some kind of like a piano bar. Dr. Frankenstein's lab is somewhat of like a dance club. Okay. Let me just take you. We're on the upper level of that dance club. So here are some seats all around. Here are some steps to go down to the first floor, and let me look over this. Here, there's your little dance floor. There's Mr. Frankenstein here. And DJ booth is right there in that corner at the bottom. And that's that. And now we're at the very back of the ship. This is, you can't go.
Let's hope so. Or actually, let's hope not.
You can't get any further back than this. This is the Bacchus dining room. Now they're cleaning up in there, so I'm going to try to kind of give you a good view inside. We probably can't go inside because they just cleaned up. Try to go those back windows. You'll see the propeller. You see the white foams of the ocean basically from the propeller as you look out the windows all the way in the back. And those are the side windows, but there's the very, very back of the ship. Okay. Let's now go on to the third floor.